Comedians. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. And truth be told, I, in the past, have been a big fan of one comedian in particular, Bill Maher. I remember many, many years ago, back in the mid-2000s, I actually went to a live taping of Real Time with Bill Maher out in California, which was an experience. Way shorter than he looks in real life. But yeah, he's always been a smart guy who had kind of more witty, edgier, political comedy and doing his hosting show. Of course, prior he had Politically Incorrect. But this week, he did, or last week actually, I think it's from last week's show, he did something very interesting that has made its way around the internet, and that is his criticism of cryptocurrency. What's going on, guys? This is Wrestling with Finance. Basically, this is a YouTube channel for people who have wrestled with finance in the past and how you can fix it going forward in the future. Part of that is crypto. So it struck me when two things that I have, an interest in, which is cryptocurrency and Bill Maher, mashed up together and what the results were. But apparently a lot of people are mad. There are other people who are supporting what Bill Maher said. Hey, we're going to go check it out now and see exactly what he said, because I haven't watched the full clip. So it may not be as bad as people are saying it is. I don't know. I'll judge it here in this watch along. But I want to know what you guys think about it, because it's important what you guys think. So let your voice be heard in the comment box below. And while you're down there, be nice and hit that like button. Just take your finger and just kind of poke that like button, turn it blue, help the YouTube algorithm, have other people find out about this financial channel, because, hey, that's the point. It's to get as many people, especially people who may watch these finance channels and go, I can't relate to those guys. They're all like multi-millionaires and blah, 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 and real estate agents. I'm not going to do that. This channel, again, is more for people who have struggled in the past with finances and showing ways in order to get it set straight. So thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. Okay, let's check this out here. Money Boo Boo. Oh boy, I do like Bill Maher, but just his smug little face. I don't know. I'm already getting a bad feeling from this, but let's check it out.
With crypto in the title ever turns out good. There is a mania rising in the country these days about cryptocurrency and how the train is leaving the station, so you better get on. Tesla has jumped in with both feet, and Microsoft accepts it for software now. Etsy accepts it now, and so does PayPal and Starbucks and Whole Foods and Home Depot. 1 in 10 Americans used their stimulus checks to invest in one of thousands of cryptocurrencies in existence.
Okay, I can already see where this is going, because he's setting this up as a straw man, as this doom and gloom thing. You can already see the way how serious he's talking about it, and crypto and all these places, and it's this wave, it's this epidemic, and you don't know about it, and it's very scary. But let's see where it goes.
Bitcoin being the most famous, but there's also Ethereum, Binance, Tether, even one called Cumrocket. There's also one called Dogecoin that someone started as a joke, but...
Wait a minute. Did you see the look at his face? So he mentions Dogecoin, and a lot of people in the audience start cheering and clapping for it, and you see Bill kind of going, oh God, some of them are onto this too. Bill is used to, I would say 95% of the time, his audience being sheep. Again, I was in attendance at one of the tapings of Real Time with Bill Maher, and it is like that. But yeah, you can see this. I love the expression on his face when some of them started cheering for Dogecoin. That's good. I like it.
As far as I can tell, it's exactly the same as all the other cryptocurrencies, because the whole thing is a joke.
Well, and therein lies already what I could tell. I knew this was going to this point. And the fact that he thinks all the cryptocurrencies are, as far as he can tell, which doesn't speak well for how well you can analyze things, that they're all different. Bitcoin is significantly different from Ethereum and significantly different from Dogecoin. And if you don't know the differences, maybe you shouldn't be doing this video.
I fully understand that our financial system isn't perfect, but at least it's real. Apple stock is worth money because Apple makes $1,000 phones that everyone buys and then drops in the toilet. Dogecoin recently rallied to be worth more than the market cap of Ford and Kraft Foods, and it has no product and no workers. It's just Easter Bunny cartoon cash. I've read articles about cryptocurrency, I've had it explained to me, and I still don't get it, and neither do you or anyone else.
Sorry, Bill. Yes, we do. See, this is where, again, the smug, arrogant. Look at his face. He's such a smug, arrogant prick. See, here's where it comes in. Because I don't understand it, and I think, I'm going to even do my hand the same way, and I am the smartest person in the world. You don't understand it either. Sorry, bro. A lot of people understand how crypto works. It is a bit of a learning curve. But if you take the time to study it, you can understand it. We will be talking much more about crypto on this channel. I already talked about it a little bit. But crypto is not something that nobody understands. People do understand it. And if you take the time to look, you will know what the difference is between Dogecoin and Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like I said at the beginning, when he said that they were all the same, it really let me know that he really doesn't understand it. But God, he looks so angry. Why are you so angry? Why are you mad, bro? Why are you mad? And listen to the applause, the screaming and hooting from his audience. We felt stupid, but now Bill has said that those people are not smarter than us. Let's keep going.
Now, capitalism, of course, has always contained an element where instead of actually making something or providing a service for money, you could make money in the exciting field of money.
Oh boy. And now even further than this, now not only does he not understand Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, he doesn't understand money either. It's based on math. That's what it is. It's called math. Not very hard to understand. Compound interest. It's math.
But we knew money had to originate from and be generated by something real somewhere, to which cryptocurrency says, no, it doesn't.
How are you saying this when we just had the federal government print out of thin air $9 trillion in stimulus and relief packages? What are you talking about? Oh my gosh, this is bad.
This is why Warren Buffett says cryptocurrencies basically have no value and they don't produce anything. What you hope is that somebody else comes along and pays you more money for them later on, but then that person's got the problem. In terms of value, zero.
Why? What? Warren Buffett. I hate to break this to people, but Warren Buffett's old. And he already had his money machine in place decades ago. Warren Buffett uses the old school ideas about investing. Warren Buffett is worth listening to, but he's not exactly the person I would look to as far as where things are going. He's about where things have been, and he's already made his money, so he doesn't need to worry about any of this stuff. So he's just like, whatever, I don't care. Why would you care if you're about cryptocurrency if you're Warren Buffett? Really, honestly? Would you even bother to look at it? He's already got more money than God. Come on.
This is how the world economy crashed in 2009. It wasn't the lost value in actual houses that sunk us. It was this virtual market that required inventing algorithms to bet on how much houses might be worth in a virtual scenario. But then the landlord called in the bill for this virtual market because in adult land, it turns out the landlord is always real.
What? What? Oh my God, that's so much to dissect right there. First off, no. It was about value. That was the whole point of the housing crash. Because people speculated in overvalued houses and gave loans to people who really shouldn't have had loans to buy houses that they couldn't afford to buy, and they kept passing the buck down the road and inflating the prices artificially. That is not what cryptocurrency does. Oh my God. Oh boy. It wasn't virtual algorithm. There was no algorithms. It's here's a $300,000 house, and for various reasons, the Republicans and the Democrats, for different reasons, One for greed, one to hope to quote unquote help poor people gain housing, lower the standards. He's just
Our problem here is at root not economic but psychological. People who have been raised in a virtual world are starting to believe they can really live in it.
this is one person. Yeah.
Much of
I hate
warfare
computers.
is a video game now. Why not base our economy the same way? And cryptocurrency is literally a game. Bitcoins are created by what they call mining. Mining. But not the kind of mining that's done by 7 dwarves who share a woman.
Again, I point out, this is his pop culture reference. A movie that is over 70 years old. Probably almost 100. When did Stowaway come out? 20 to 1920s? That is his point of reference. Again, his references are outdated. Kind of like the relevancy of his show right now.
This kind of mining involves using rooms full of supercomputers to make something that is purposefully arbitrary. Essentially, one computer thinks of a number between 1 and infinity, and other computers take trillions of guesses at what it is. It's the old game of I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10, except times a gazillion, and the guy guessing the number lives in China, and the guy who knows the number lives in the Matrix.
Oh my God. That's not how it works. I feel like the old lady. Can we cut in the old lady from that commercial?
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
That is not. Oh my God. Did somebody not go to him and say, Bill, you don't know what you're talking about. Probably don't do this skit. Just, and again, another outdated 20-year-old reference. And he lives in the Matrix.
Do I need to spell this out? There is something inherently not credible about creating hundreds of billions in virtual wealth with nothing ever actually being accomplished and no actual product made or service rendered. It's like Tinkerbell's light. Its power source is based solely on enough children believing.
Again, he's making the case. He's making my case for me. Another 70-plus year outdated reference to Tinkerbell, to Warren Buffett, to the Matrix, to all of the. If you're not catching my point right now, Bill Maher is out of touch.
And unfortunately, what is real is the unfathomable amount of electricity those massive supercomputers suck up for their mining. The power, listen to this. The power being used right now to guess numbers and win imaginary prizes is the same as all the electricity needed to light all of New York State, except the governor's office where they use romantic candles.
Had to slip the political joke in there.
Just one uses more energy than 1 million Visa transactions and has the same carbon footprint as 85,000 hours of watching YouTube. What a 15-year-old calls the weekend.
Again, more outdated references. More. Bill Maher. Bill, I'm gonna start calling you cranky old rich white guy who's yelling at the digital sun. I did. Yeah, man. And some of those stats are a little bit off too, because it's I think what is it, 0.6% of is what the crypto mining energy that is used, and not to mention the fact that a lot of these crypto places, except for China, which I think is what he's referencing here, he's referencing how the Chinese are doing it, a lot of them are investing heavily in renewable sources of energy to do their mining. But of course, we're not going to mention that here because it's not going to help out the skit.
This is just a beanie baby that runs on coal. How can a company like Tesla be all in on saving the planet with electric cars and then participate in destroying it with this completely unnecessary online play money?
Again, I don't know who explained to Bill, having decentralized money, or the fact that future civilizations, for it to be a worldwide civilization, you would need a one world currency in order to advance, which is what Elon Musk, who's done and thought about the future probably far more than Bill Maher has. That's kind of where they're going. You want to be a tier 1 society, you're going to have a global currency. But
almost all the people who tout Bitcoin and deal in Bitcoin and who won't shut the fuck up about Bitcoin, the millennials, the Gen Zers, the Silicon Valley types, these are all the same people who see themselves as hip and progressive and big environmentalists. Bullshit. You're money-hungry opportunists, and you're not allowed to pretend you care about the environment.
Ah, there we are. There we are. If you're now, people who are very, very savvy at reading people, and what I'm reading here is there have been a lot of people in or around his circle who've been talking about this, and he's the anger he had when he said "shut the f up" about Bitcoin. That lets you know that this is a personal thing. And even more than that, then we see where the real issue is here with him, which is there's something that I don't understand that people out there are making money off of that I didn't participate in. And I'm angry about it. Because, damn it, I'm a crotchety old white dude. And of course, we will appeal to every person who is in his worldview, which is everything is about the environment, and use that as a cudgel to bash people over the head, because how dare you make money? How dare you, you young people, you're supposed to be broke. Why, how dare you find a way to make money?
According to the journal Nature, Bitcoin's growth could single-handedly push global temperatures above the tipping point of 2 degrees Celsius. I know, melting ice caps can wait. Your Green New Deal involves cash. Social scientists call this cognitive dissonance, a disconnect between who you think you are and what you actually do. I call it being full of shit.
Well, that was an interesting... That was an interesting video. I mean, in all fairness, he has some points there. But the points that he's making are kind of invalidated from the simple fact that he really doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And again, this seems like an ego play. This seems like somebody who is rapidly becoming... This is not the first time this has happened, too. He had the whole thing about the Marvel movies, I think it was like a year ago, that everybody got on his case, where once again, all these young people and these Marvel movies are making all this money, and it's not like the way I used to do it, and I don't understand it, and I don't like it, and it's stupid and dumb, and that's literally how he does it too. But this is not different, and this is a lot of the same stupid thing. He's very, very angry because these young people have figured out something that he's not in touch with, and he doesn't like it. And now I'm going to use the environment and some shoddy factoids, which are not exactly 100% true, to kind of coat and color this point. And I've got my audience of people who are sitting there who are also over 50, which is the only people Bill Maher seems to be relevant with anymore, who also don't know anything about all this newfangled technology and go, no, this is bad. I hate the fact. Wait, I don't know about this. I'm not in on it. What? Yeah. Honestly, that's what it really comes across. Nobody knows what the future of Bitcoin is, but to steal something from Bill Maher and his cadence, people used to say this about other things that were digital currency that a lot of people didn't think was going to work. They called them credit cards. The fact that you can have actual numbers represent value is something that is not new, except to Bill, apparently. In fact, there was a thing not too long ago that a lot of people got and served no purpose, and most people really can't use it for anything, but the entire economy was based off of this thing that was given an artificial value. That thing was called gold. I'm sorry, I can't do that anymore. I even pretending to do the stuff the way he does feels so damn pretentious. I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore. But yeah, Bill Maher used to be relevant back in 1996. I think officially now, after seeing this and some of the other stuff he said over the past couple of years, he officially has become, like I said before, the grumpy old rich white guy who is screaming at the digital sun and is angry at all the science and technology that he doesn't understand, done by all the young people he thinks are dumb and stupid. The world's not going to stop for Bill Maher, and whether or not Bitcoin or Dogecoin or Ethereum, or maybe it'll be a new coin or a new format of currency, takes over the world and replaces the outdated, antiquated system that we have now of nations controlling currency and instead making currency a thing that is available to everybody. That concept, doesn't apparently get that side of it, but it is coming because that is the way the world is going to go. Because short of a solar flare knocking out all of technology and all of us winding up being in an episode of The Walking Dead, this is coming. So stop crying like a baby and making smug videos where you talk like this. Anyway, guys, that's my video this week for Wrestling with Finance. This is a fun one to do. If you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to let them be known in the comment box below. Thank you for checking this out. Of course, if you want to get on some of that imaginary play money that I can only reference by using 100-year-old Disney cartoons, you can do so by looking down in the description box below and get yourself BlockFi. Sign up with BlockFi, deposit a certain amount, and they give you free Monopoly internet money. That could be worth up to a lot of money if you cash it out. So it's actually money. Funny how that works. You can also get Webull to buy your crypto, who's also accepting Dogecoin these days and trading Dogecoin. You can get 2 free stocks from Webull, actually. If you use the description link down in the description box below, you can get up to 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. So it's basically like getting free money. And you can also get a 30-day free trial to Amazon Prime in the description box below. So there's a lot of free virtual stuff down in the description box below that you can get free virtual stuff with, because it's 2021. So thank you guys for checking that out. Hopefully you find something down there that's valuable to you. And I will see you guys next time for more reviews and news here on Wrestling with Finance. Have a good day.